Good morning, grade 4. Today's lesson, inshallah, is about relating solids and plane figures, page R81. What is a solid figure? A solid figure is a three-dimensional figure. What do we mean by the word three-dimensional? Three-dimensional, I mean with it 3D. Do you know the word 3D? When you go to the 3D cinema or where the 3D cinema are glasses, right? So the three-dimensional means that it has three directions, three ways, three directions. What are those three directions? The first one is the length, the width, and the height. Length, width, and height. So here's the length. If I get the ruler to measure the length, we would actually measure the length from here this way. And if I get a ruler to measure the height, I'm measuring how tall is this solid figure, how tall is it. And then if I measure the width here, I'm measuring how deep is this box or this solid figure. Many solids have edges, faces, and vertices. What do we mean by those three words? Here's the edge. This is an edge. Okay? And then there is a face, and then there is a vertex. So now the word vertices is the plural form of vertex. Vertex is only one vertex, singular form, okay? But the vertices is plural. Let's start now to see what do we mean by edges, faces, and vertices. So if I put here, this is edges, I will put it in yellow. So this is an edge here, and this is another edge, and here is an edge, and here edge. Remember, the word edge is like when you run your finger towards it, you may cut yourself if you run your fingers towards any edge. So those are the edges of the container or box here. As well, from the back, as you can see, there is an edge, and here as an edge, and here as well an edge. Okay, so those are the edges are here in yellow. Now let's go for the faces. The faces here, I would make it in blue. Faces. Okay, so this is a face, this is a complete face here, this is face, this is one face from this side. Okay, one face, and there is actually another face up here, and there's another face here, and there's two at the back. Okay, so those are the faces. Those the ones in blue are the faces of the solid figure. Now let's go for the vertices. The vertices, we agreed that it is plural and the vertex is singular. So again, vertex is singular form and vertices is the plural form. Let's go now for the vertex. Where is the vertex? It's the meeting point here of the edges. One vertex, two vertices, three vertices, four vertices, five vertices, 6, 7 vertices, and 8 vertices. So this shape has 8 vertices. Okay, is that clear? So again, the edges is in yellow and the faces is in blue, and the vertices are those dots in red. Now the solid figures could be flat surfaces or curved surfaces. What do we mean by flat? Flat means it's flat this way, flat, as you can see, and here as well flat, straight flat, it's straight. Okay, and here flat as well, it's flat. Same here, flat. But look here in the cylinder how it's curved. It's very curved. As well in the cone, if you get an ice cream cone ice cream, how it looks like, it looks curved, right? And the sphere, look at the sphere, how curved it is. its face is curved, right? So this is the difference between both the solid in the solid figures, the flat surfaces and curved surfaces. Now there will be a lot of shapes we are going to take together, inshallah. This is the rectangular prism, and those as well. Here we have cone, sphere. I don't want the tetrahedron or the cuboid. We have the cylinder, cube, triangular prism, and square pyramid. We are going, inshallah, to explain what do we mean by the properties of 3D shapes. What do we mean by the word properties, and how can we know how many faces it have, how many edges it have, how many vertices it have. For example, the cube here. Let's go for the cube. I will give you an example here, which is the cube. Okay, let's start with it. We have already took it here. Look at this one. It has 8 vertices, right? Yes, that's correct. It has 8 vertices. We have already done this in the first slide, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and at the back here there was those at the back here, there is 1 vertices at the back, vertex at the back. Okay, so now they have 8 vertices, and then if we count the edges, how many edges do we have in blue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 edges all together, and it has 6 faces, 2 at the back, right, and 2 in the front. They are 4, 1 up, 5, and 1 down, 6. So they have 6 faces. Let's now start to, this is what we mean by the properties of 3D shapes. Each one here of the shapes has its properties. Let's start together. We have already mentioned this all. We talked about the curved and flat surfaces, and we talked about the rectangular prism. Here we're going to give you an example for it. All the faces are rectangular shape. Here in the rectangular prism, what do we mean by this? That this face is rectangle and this face is another rectangle. So this is a face here. Look at that. This one is a face. This is one face, right? This face takes the shape of rectangle. This is a rectangle. And here there's another face, of course. It's a rectangle, right? So those are 2 faces. And then there is 1 up and 1 down. Now 4 faces, 1 at the back and 1 in front. There is 6 faces. So those 6 faces, they all have the rectangular shape, coming from the word rectangular prism. And the number of faces, we have already agreed about it. The edges, they are 12 if you count them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. They are all 12 edges, and the vertices are 8 as well. So we can count the vertices in another number, like here in the color. 1, 2, 3, 4. We said that they are the meeting points. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So yes, they are 8 vertices. We have already agreed upon those ones. We call this shape a rectangular prism. We can find here in the first box, it says complete the table. We're going to complete the table together here. The rectangular prism has 6 faces, right, and 12 edges and 8 vertices, and the shape of the faces is rectangular. Let's now go for the second question, which is asking you about the cube. So where is the cube here? Yes, here is it. We have already took it before. The cube here, this one, remember? Yes, it has 6 faces. We have took it, yes, and 12 edges and 8 vertices, right? So we will write in the box. And what is the shape of the face here? Look at it. The shape of the face here, look at the shape of the face. Is it circle? No. Is it rectangle? No. Is it triangle? No. It is a square. Why square? Because all the sides are equal. All the sides here are equal in length. So this is a square shaped face for the cube. So what we will write? We will write 6 faces and 12 edges, just like the rectangular prism, and the number of vertices as well as 8. But what's different? That the shape is square. The shape of the face is square. Let's go for number 3, triangular prism. Triangular prism is this one here. Triangular prism. Let's look for it. It has 5 faces. Can we open it? Like, I want to open it here. I want to open this prism in order to see that how many faces does it have. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 faces, right? That's correct, 5 faces. And now what about the vertex, the vertices? The vertices, can you see here the word vertex? Yes. So there's actually 1 vertex here, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, can we actually look here? 1, 2, 3, another one at the back here, 4, 5, 6 vertices. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I look here for the prism, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From why did I draw this dots here at the back? I'm trying to draw the depth of the prism. I'm trying to imagine how it looks like if I looked inside it. Okay, so there's a vertex at the back. If you look at the back, you will find the vertex as well. So there are 6 vertices. What about the edges? They are 9. Let's count the edges here with another color, maybe black. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 edges. 9 edges. Let's now write this in the box. 5 faces, 9 edges, and the vertices are 6. Now we said that they have 5 faces, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 faces. Are all faces the same? Like here in cuboid, they were all square, all the same, right? They were all the same. But here in the triangular prism, are they all the same? No, they are all of them not the same. There's 3 rectangles and 2 triangles, right? This is a triangle and those 3 in the middle are rectangles. So we have 3 rectangle faces and 2 triangle faces. Again, look at them. 3 blue rectangles and 2 green triangles. We will write 3 rectangle faces and 2 triangle faces. Let's now go for the last question in the box, which is the square pyramid. Here is the square pyramid. This one, square pyramid. Why we said that it's square and pyramid? Why? Because it looks like a pyramid, but the base here, this one, the base is square. Do you remember the square that was here in the cube? Yes, remember it? It's as well here everywhere. This is a square as well, and this is a square as well. It's all square. But here only the base, the bottom I mean of the pyramid, is made up of squares. So that's why we named it as square pyramid. Now let's see how many faces does it have. I will open this square pyramid here in order for you to imagine it. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 faces. Are they all the same? No, they are not all the same shape, right? Right or wrong? Yes. they are not all of the same shape. They are all 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are triangles, but only one rectangle in square in the middle. Sorry, square. Okay, again from the beginning. We have 5 faces, right? Those 5 faces, 4 of them are, the blue ones are triangles and the green is square. So the faces are not all the same. Now they are 5 faces. We have known that they are 5 faces. Now I want to count the edges. How many edges does it have? Let's have another color here for the edges. Okay, so you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there is one at the back which is 8. You cannot actually see it, but there is one at the back. Again, they are 8 edges. They are 8 edges. There is actually one there at the back. You have to imagine it. Okay, so about the vertices, let's count the vertices. Let me now try to count them for you. There is 1 here, 2, 3, 4. Oh, but it's written 5, right? 5 vertices. Where's the 5th one? Where's the 5th vertices? If I actually close this pyramid, where I can find it? Here at the top, the meeting point for all the vertices. So again, let's do them from the beginning. Again in color. Okay, can I count the vertices here? 1, 2, 3 at the back, 4 and 5. Can you see them now? Yes, it's the same here. If you close the pyramid, you will find it up there. Okay, so they are 5 vertices. Now let's look for the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we agreed that there is one at the back. Imagine it. You have to imagine it. So they are 8 edges. Clear? Okay. Now 5 faces. How 5 faces? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. They are 5 faces in the square pyramid, and the three of the faces are triangles and one is square. So here is it. We will write in the table 5 faces and 8 edges and 5 vertices. The shape of the faces: 1 square face and 4 triangular faces. 4 triangular faces. The last question, reasoning. Compare rectangular pyramids and rectangular prisms. How are they alike? In what? Let's see the next slide. I want you to draw this in your book and write as well. So the rectangular pyramid versus the prism. The rectangular prism. This is the pyramid. Remember, you know the pyramids and the pharaohs in Egypt? You know it? How it looks like? How the pyramid looks like? This is how a pyramid looks like. Okay? And here, this is how a prism looks like. This is a prism, and it has rectangle faces. Rectangle faces. Remember that here, in the beginning, when I showed you the rectangular prism, here is it, and I told you it has rectangle faces. Yes, it's here as well. We're going to compare it to the pyramid. Now the prism has rectangle faces, and as well the pyramid has rectangle only base rectangle. Can you see that? Here is it. Only the base is rectangle. But here they are all rectangles. This is a rectangle. Can we count now how many rectangles do you have? Like 1, 2 rectangle, 3 rectangle, 4 rectangle, 5 rectangles. Okay, and another one here in the front, 6 rectangles. They are all 6 rectangles together, but here only 1 rectangle and the rest are not rectangles, they are triangles. This is a triangle, and at the back there is another triangle, as you can see it, and here as well there is another triangle, and in the front there is another triangle. So it has 4 triangles and only one, the base is only made up of rectangle. So only here the base is rectangle, right? And the overall shape is pyramid. Again, let's now erase this because I don't like the writing. Okay, let's highlight. The base here is the base only, let's color it. The base only the base, the bottom of the pyramid is taking the shape of rectangle. But however, the overall shape as a whole shape, we call it pyramid. Here is it, pyramid. Okay, let's have another color. Pyramid. The overall shape is pyramid. Only the blue here, those ones, the blue here, we name it as a rectangle. Okay, so the rectangle only here is the one in blue, the only base. The base in this pyramid is made up of rectangle. Now let's look for the prism. This prism here is made all of it of rectangles. They are all rectangles. The base is rectangle. The base here is rectangle as well, and the overall shape is rectangle. They are all rectangles together. Again, I'm going to erase the colors here so that you do not get confused. I will put another color for you here as well. It's blue. Let's keep it blue. The prism has all the faces having the shape of rectangle. Again, here's the prism and they are all together rectangles. This is a rectangle, and here as well a rectangle. The base is rectangle. So they are all rectangles. The base and the whole shape, the overall mean the whole shape, they are all rectangles. But here in the rectangular pyramid, the base only is made up of rectangle, one rectangle base, and the rest are all triangles. The overall shape is pyramid. The prism, again from the beginning, they are all 6 rectangles together. The base is made up of rectangle and the overall shape is rectangle. Okay, thank you very much. Please try to answer the next page as homework. Thanks a lot. See you next time, inshallah.